Hey, Johannes here. Today I'm going to show you the 5 game-breaking tips in Classic Season of Mastery. Let's dive into the video.
The first tip. Let's start with how to make gold.
There are multiple ways. I'm here to tell you a few. As soon as you're 60, casters will want to run Stratholm Living for the caster neck at the end. Healers will want to level through the dungeon and get a few blows as well. Melee will want you to kill the ghost next to Stratholm Living for the 2% hit leather helm, which is easy to do on the way. What you will do is make groups to hard reserve righteous orbs. You will get some memes thrown at you, like these, but all in all, you will be raking in that gold, as these righteous orbs are used for Crusader enchant, which every melee will need. I remember selling these between 13 and 25 gold at the start for a while. On average, from my experience, you get around 2 a run. Extra tip. While you are doing these runs, bring a dwarf with you. He can see which chests are real through the minimap. Then you can take them. Do share with other people, as many need to open 5 for a quest. These chests contain Stratholm Holy Water and are needed for Nefarian Lost Face skeletons and Naxxramas, so stockpile on those as well.
The second tip. At the start, you should try to get the Upper Blackrock Spire key.
You can obtain this key in Lower Blackrock Spire by obtaining the 3 green gems. They have a decent drop chance, and with a bit of luck, should not take that long to finish up. With this key you can easily host Upper Blackrock Spire runs, and everyone will want to join them, as most can't be arsed to get the key themselves. To get the key you should hard reserve all the shards you need. Many will join anyway to get gear and the quest that the last boss drops. It is a quest called General Drakizav's Command, and the quest finishes in the UBRS. You have the option of Blackhand's Breath, Eye of the Beast, and Mark of Tyranny. This way you can sell door openings as well. With summoning stones now available and warlocks being better, they will be more popular. So you can just get summoned and get that 10 gold. Sometimes the group leader of these UBRS will just ask everyone for 1 gold, which is also fair. Bonus tip. You can also hard reserve the greater fire protection pattern in the Lower Blackrock Spire instead, and try your luck with that. This will be used a lot to craft those greater fire pots. Communicate what the group is doing though. I myself, when doing this, just rush the gem bosses. This includes the last boss. If you want to learn how to find the best guild for you, download our free ebook. It goes into detail what to look out for and what matches well with you, so you don't waste any time being in the wrong guild. The link is in the description.
The third tip. The Upper Blackrock Spires run themselves.
Hard reserve the Skinning Dagger if you don't have it yet. If you do, you can proceed to hard reserve the Flask of the Titans recipe. These will drop on average for me 1 every 5 runs and bring in 100 gold at the start. That's a level 40 mount. That's 1/10 of your epic mount. This flask pattern will be very important at the start, as tons will need them to really min-max the upcoming speedrun when Blackwing Lair comes out. Don't forget to put on Master Loot though. If it's an open role, people may not respect the hard reserve and proceed to need and then dip out of your group. What you can do to make extra gold while in these runs is get your skinning to 300 beforehand, or even 275. You can skin all the dragons you kill, tell the group that they are yours, a sort of mini hard reserve if you will. You can then vendor these. I remember this got me about 10 to 20 gold a run, so here you can do the math. In 5 runs you will have 200 gold with some luck and maybe some gear. While you are doing these runs, you can open doors for other groups and charge 10 gold as well, all while getting your pre-biz gear. Also, skinning Onyxia will give you Onyxia skills, which will be very important in Classic Mastery, as there are not a lot of weeks before Blackwing Lair comes out. Having 300 skinning will help your gold out a lot. These skills are used to make Onyxia capes, and if you do not have the cape equipped, you will die when the variant spawns in Blackwing Lair. You could also hide behind the altar if you forgot to bring one. These are also used for tanks against the 3 dragons in Blackwing Lair, and if they use a breath while you don't have your cape equipped, you will die. You can get away with these gold making strats a bit better being a warrior, as tanks are more in demand in WoW Classic, or any other game.
The fourth tip.
While I know you think this hard reserving stuff is not new, there are certain ways to go about it that does work and is acceptable. Having a key to enter a place is providing value, or needing stuff not many people care about, like gems for that UBRS key. Not everyone will farm that UBRS key, and let's face it, people can be lazy. Another is going to any dungeon and hard reserving 1 item you need. Instead of making a certain item hard reserve, invite people that do not need your item. Ask them beforehand. They will answer you. For example, the Baron Cape in Stratholme. I knew players that did the dungeon 20 times before getting it. If you are a Fear Warrior, just tank it and invite 3 caster DPS. Say you need the caster neck from Stratholme living. Ask the caster DPS that is joining the run, or just invite only melee. When I was hosting these groups, even my party members asked these questions. The other way around as well for the melee 2% hit helm. I never go overboard with this, and if you do, you will not be able to fill the group. And let's say you do end up making the group, you won't have the best players and the run can take ages. Keep the runs efficient, and people won't mind, which is always what I did. Is someone AFK? Call them out. If someone is making a mistake that is wiping you, tell them what they are doing wrong. Use CCs in pools like Sheep and Freezing Trap. Communicate that the hunter in your group has to kite the last boss in UBRS and then feign death. These are all important things you have to mention while leading your group.
The 5th tip. Consumables.
If not a lot of changes come to raiding classes, Warrior is going to be the most popular class in Classic once again. In Classic Mastery, more consumables will be needed to use and you will have less geared raid than before. As there are no world buffs anymore, you will want to get any advantage you can. As content drops faster, we are on a 1-year schedule instead of 2 years. This means that consumables will have less supply, more demand, and prices will go up fast. To attack this, prepare a bit more. Invest in stuff you will need 100% in the coming phases. For the start of Classic Mastery, melee will need these items. Things like Elixir of Mongoose, Elixir of Defense, Elixir of Giants or Juju Power, Elixir of Fortitude, Juju Might or Winterfall Water, Rumsey Rum Black Label, and Mighty Rage Potion. Also, Elemental Sharpening Stone is going to be super popular with no world buffs. These would usually wreck your buff limit in Classic and cause world buffs to fall off. Have someone make these for you. For the start of Classic Mastery, this is what caster DPS will need. Mature Mana Potions, Dark Runes, Greater Arcane Elixir, Mage Blood Potion, Nightfin Soup, Flask of Supreme Power, that one is expensive, Elixir of Shadow Power if you're a Warlock, and limited invulnerability potions. These are very nice, as they can really help out once you over aggro, so the tank can keep the boss on him. Some of these overlap with healers as well, except Flask of Distilled Wisdom. Extra things you need: free action pot for not getting stunned in PvE or PvP, Zapper Chargers for some AoE damage, for example in Molten Core on the dogs, or again in PvP, and Greater Fire Protection Pot. People will need these a lot for MC, Onyxia and Blackwing Lair. Rating wise, we are recruiting for our Classic Seasons of Mastery Guild. If interested in playing with us, click the link below and fill in the form. We're planning to go week 2 of release, Molten Core and Onyxia. Eventually we will do speedruns as well, and we have some good plans to attack world bosses.
Do you have any tips? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I drop a video every Thursday, so don't miss out. If you want to see how I made 1 million gold in Classic World of Warcraft, click here.